Hello, Fabulous Capricorn. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of May 2013. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. What a delightful month it is for you, and it's going to become evident rather quickly and rather early on. There is a solar eclipse taking place, and it's speaking to each one of us differently, individually and collectively. And for you, as a fabulous Capricorn, it has to do with creations and creativity and beginning again and starting again where it comes to these ventures. Now, one of the most immediate interpretations of this symbol has to do with finding yourself very happily expecting a child. It's very possible for fabulous Capricorns out there to have this experience. And if that's something maybe that you're not so crazy about, then you may want to start taking some precautions now to prevent that. But if it's something that you have been looking forward to, it is certainly very, very possible for you now. And the thing is, though, is that it seems like regardless of how it comes about, there is an element of just getting the right advice, the right treatment, the right answers. All of that is incorporated, getting the right knowledge that's going to help you to actually have that very happy expectation, a happy opportunity to actually bring forward a new life. But for others, right, like I said, it's not for everybody, and you can take those precautions. But for other people, this is going to manifest a little bit differently, where the seeds and the beginning of a new project show up. Now, this is going to be something that feels like a passion. In fact, if it just feels like an opportunity or something that feels right for you from a practical standpoint, just stop for a moment, okay? Because that's not the pathway that you want to go down. The pathway that this is going to really end up being most helpful to you, most fruitful to you, is going to be if you trust whatever it is that makes you happy, whatever it is that brings you joy, and you pursue that with a sense of verve and a sense of energy, a sense of passion, because it is that that's going to end up being the most prosperous for you. It does look like you're having a brainstorm of some sort, and you're getting out onto paper what it is exactly that you want to do. This is going to end up being imperative for a very long time to come. So make sure in some way you are writing it down. You are actually taking that first step towards manifestation. This pursuit, this uncovering of what is going to bring you joy is something that you really want to take very seriously in the first part of the month, because it is towards the end of the month that I see you actually working on whatever it is, whether it's your body working on what it needs to, or whether it's you just spending time in isolation. But there is this element of you sort of going within and closing the doors and sitting with yourself and allowing nature to take its course, allowing the process to come forward. So do trust that impetus when it does show up for you. Regular friends and fans of my work know that I am not necessarily one who likes to give out certain types of advice like lucky days and things like that, mainly because I think of the sky as a source of wisdom and revealing of the mystery that is moving us all towards greater love and greater wisdom. So as such, I approach the sky a little bit differently than perhaps some people like to use their astrology, and that's fine. There's an astrologer out there for just about anyone who is interested in astrology to match with your worldview and what it is you need your astrology to be. Having said that, it does look like there is some opportunity for you to come into a winning of sorts, okay? So this has to do with placing a bet, trusting your instincts, striking at the right time. Yes, for some of you, this could be a lottery ticket. Very possible. The omens are there very strong of you just understanding what needs to be done and how to go about it and making the right connections, and boom, you're good. For others, this is going to be not so much about a game, but it's going to be about you taking a chance on an instinct you have for your happiness, for your prosperity, or for whatever it is that matters to you most, for you trusting yourself and having that trust pay off very, very nicely. Now, don't bet the farm, okay? I always advise that. If it's something that you're meant to have, there's a flow and there's an ease to it. That doesn't mean that for some things you have to work very hard, of course. But even with that, you know when you are in the flow and when you are not. With this, because there's an element of quickness, of chance, of self-trust, of instinct, there is going to be a need for you to trust that when that instinct comes, you are going to have the right amount of money. And if you don't have the right amount of money to buy that ticket, then maybe that's not the ticket that you need to buy. So just keep that in mind. Play smart, bet smart as well. And you can find yourself just very, very quickly touching on a source of great prosperity and great passion as well.